It's time to speak up. Donald Trump has signed an executive order today that will have the effect of taking homeless people off the streets and sending them to be locked up for we don't know how long. The executive order directs the Department of Justice to do sweeps of homeless people. They're trying to end vagrancy. And it says that these people are to be taken to civil commitment facilities, mental health facilities, psychiatric facilities. Oh, but here's the thing. If there are no beds available, then the people can be taken to jail or detention centers. Here's the thing. There are no beds. First of all, it'd be bad enough. We are saying that if you're homeless, you must have a mental illness and you need to be locked up. That's horrific in and of itself. But then the second part, or they can be taken to jail if there are no beds. There are no beds. I have done criminal law for almost 30 years, and there are no beds. At least in Texas, there aren't, because I have clients right now who have been charged with offenses and are sitting in jail and have been found incompetent to stand trial. When that happens, they have to go to a mental health facility to become competent, and then they're sent back to stand trial. There are no beds. I have had clients wait months and years. I've had a man wait 832 days in jail, incompetent, because there wasn't a bed available yet to send him to become competent. There are no beds. There are no beds in Texas because I have people waiting in the county jail right now for an available bed. So what does that mean? That means that everybody, at least in Texas, who gets rounded up will have to go to a jail or a detention center. But what is the method by which they are released? Because the order sure doesn't tell us. It doesn't tell us how these people then get out. How? If they get a home, how are they going to get a home when they're in jail? This, in essence, is going to make homelessness a crime where people get held indefinitely. Go look at it's on the government website. You can go read the executive order for yourself. This is authoritarianism. Full stop. Go love your neighbor.
Hey everyone, I have some late breaking news, and this is actually kind of funny news. Donald Trump is lashing out at Walmart for raising its prices. Walmart is raising the prices because of Donald Trump's tariffs. Today, Trump tells Walmart, quote, eat the tariffs, and essentially threatening Walmart by saying he or MAGA will no longer shop there. And this threat came today regarding if Walmart does not change its policies and lower its prices. And this threat came today if Walmart doesn't change its policies regarding the price increase. So folks, as you're all well aware, Walmart earlier this week said that they had no choice but to increase their prices because of Donald Trump's 30% tariff on China. And the tariffs are still there, even though it's lowered to 30%. And the cost of goods are still going to go up, and the consumer has no choice but to pay it. So once again, Donald Trump's threat to Walmart is that he will not shop there and MAGA.
India just told Donald Trump to stuff it and then mocked him with an economics lesson. Now, if you missed it, Donald Trump warned India to stop buying Russian oil or they would pay the price with a 100% tariff. Well, India has responded, and they told Donald Trump, no, we're going to continue to buy Russian oil because we're an independent nation and we'll decide where our resources come from. And then they gave him an economics lesson that he so sorely needs. And that is that, listen, these are long-term contracts. We can't just stop and start whenever you want us to. And that is the lesson that Trump needs to learn. But more importantly, India is a growing number of countries that are standing up to Donald Trump. We are seeing it time and time again. Of course, China, Canada, Brazil, now India are all saying enough. And the world has to start doing this because we are seeing the fallout from playing with Donald Trump, from playing his game and allowing him to threaten tariffs, and the world responds. All it does is empower him to continue, and we all pay the price. Good on India.
You see, whenever shit doesn't make any sense, all you gotta do is let time do its thing. Let time do its thing and put pieces together. And then it's gonna all make sense, right? And that's literally how I feel when I found out that Trump was getting at Walmart, telling Walmart that they need to eat the cost of these tariffs and what they're gonna do to grocery prices and all of these things. I was like, why is Trump bullying Walmart. Like, why would he even care? Like, he's all in it for himself, right? Until some other stories started to come out. And then I said, oh, that's why. Y'all remember that failed assassination attempt? Yeah. Guess who else remembers? Mr. Orange Man himself, right? Turns out right now, the overall rating for Mr. 47 is low. Okay? I mean low. He has lost a lot of support, especially from MAGA. He's lost a lot of support from MAGA. And then when he came out last week basically saying, I don't know why MAGA is surprised by what I'm doing. They voted for this because I campaigned this. That really pissed him off because, you know, MAGA don't want to take accountability. You know that. And they have been turning blue in the face, trying to convince everybody, the entire world, that all they wanted and all you wanted, Donald Trump, was to make groceries affordable again. You understand? They were willing to turn themselves blue in the face for that little lie. You understand? And then when they realized that that's not the case, especially with Walmart stating that they will not be able to eat the tariffs or the costs, the fees that the tariffs are bringing, okay? And a lot of it is also on the produce. So yeah, them affordable groceries clipped. So guess what? MAGA is becoming ex-MAGA. You understand? And at first I was like, maybe he's not too worried, until I saw last week that the former FBI director actually posted. He posted a picture on Instagram with seashells at the beach and rocks. And these rocks, shells, whatever, spelled out 8647. 8647. The White House secretary let out an official notice telling everybody that the former FBI director is calling for the assassination of Mr. 47. Donald Trump said it. His son said it. Everybody in the White House is literally bringing so much attention to this and saying that this man, who Trump fired, by the way, or had fired, is calling for his assassination. And now it makes sense as to why Donald Trump is telling Walmart to eat the cost that his tariffs are causing. Because see, he knows that previous attempt was a failure. You feel me? It was a failed attempt. But with these polls showing that he's also losing his former supporters who we know are crazy enough to do it. They're crazy enough to do it. It might even be crazy enough to get away with it. Yeah, he needs to kiss some ass right now. So he's bullying Walmart to not raise the prices. But see, it's already clipped. Black spending power, the Latin, Hispanic, brown spending power is no longer shopping at places like that. Okay? So the 1.98 trillion that black people have and the 2.6 trillion that the Hispanic and Latin community have, it won't be seeing Walmart. Walmart won't be seeing not a coin, not a dime, not a penny. So good luck, Mr. 47. Good luck. And by the way, the former director, James Comey, he posted, right? It was the post 8687. He stated, listen, and it's deleted, by the way. He stated, listen, I just was showing you guys some rocks and some seashells. I didn't know that everybody was going to be so sensitive. Mind you, 86 means get rid of, and 47 is the current president. But hey, do what you got to do.
Let me explain something to y'all silly rumps. I just watched a video that pissed me off of a black man getting up here saying the only reason Kamala is going out to get Cardi B and Beyonce and Glorilla and all that is because she feel like that black people are so ignorant that if she have ties to them, that black people are going to vote for her. When the fact of the matter is, Kamala understands that there's a percentage of this world that is so uneducated that the only way she can get through to them is by speaking their language. The same exact thing Trump did. Trump ran out being the only president to sign his name on a check. You know why? Because he believed that we were so uneducated and or that if he can convince us that he gave us something and cared about us, we would continue to vote for him. There's plenty times that I got up here and devalued my lack of knowledge because I know it is the only way my targeted audience is going to understand me. The game is chess, not checkers. And I can assure you that this red on my nails is for the season change, baby. It's fall. I did not vote for that